bleeding and with a stab wound and several injuries. A mob chases Jake Long. You can see him running away here. He didn't really do anything. He's just a kind of a provocateur YouTuber person. He's actually a guy who pretends to be a Christian, but he's not really a Christian. He's actually a Jewish person who now is a Christian, he says. I think he's just there to stoke fear and so that he can get attacked. I actually think he's there to be attacked so he can be attacked, and then they can say, oh my God, send in the troops, basically. Because right after he's saved from this mob by a black guy and a Muslim person, they actually helped him escape. He then says, I was attacked, and oh my God, President Trump, send the National Guard. So I think he actually works for Israel, and that's why he's telling them to send the National Guard. However, the left-wing protesters are also kind of like attempted murderers. I mean, they're all assaulters for sure. I always thought the left was the peaceful side, but they're the mob that always attacks, is the left-wing people. I don't know why that is. The right-wing people, I never see them in a mob where they just club people to death or down. It's very weird how it's become the left that does that. I mean, this guy's bleeding everywhere, and they still want to beat him up. This black guy here is the one helping him. Now, this black guy does say that he's the son of Jesus, reborn. He's got some kind of grift as well. So all these mobsters are mentally ill, and though they call them protesters or whatever they are, but they're actually all criminals for assaulting this guy and pursuing him. He's bleeding from the head, multiple stab wounds, I think. Jake Long, obviously, like I said, the fake Christian, actual Jew, who is calling for, Trump to send in the National Guard, which makes me think he's actually been paid to go in there and kind of take some abuse to justify that. And they even pursue him into the hotel or wherever this is and chase him. And some lady yelled like, oh, leave him alone. And then some other lady said, leave him alone, bitch. And then she threw something at that lady. That's weird. They chased them all the way into this establishment. I mean, obviously... Fuck you, ho. So that's the left, is they're violent. And people are like, why did you leave the left? It's because the right and the left are both full of scumbag people. But right now, it just feels like the left-wing people are insane. And they're like crazed and murderous. And, it's just wild, and they're mentally ill. I don't know what it is, but they're mentally ill. Charlie Kirk got assassinated, and you didn't see mobs of right-wing people going through the streets acting like this. And that guy was assassinated for speaking. So, allegedly, it's not really why he's assassinated, but all he was doing was speaking, and he got assassinated. This is pretty wild, to be honest. Pretty insane. So there's so many more videos, but like this one particularly is just like look at the people pursuing this guy, and most of them are on camera later saying like, that they wish he didn't get away. Well, what does that mean? You want to kill him? And I mean, it seems like they did want to kill him based on the holes in his body and the bleeding. And this very brave black man right here, I don't know his name, or son of Jesus guy, put his life on the line to protect this man, knowing like, hey man, maybe people won't try to beat me up because I'm a black guy and the liberal side loves me. But either way, he was putting his body in harm's way to protect this guy. And even a Muslim guy was trying to protect Jake Long, even though Jake Long provokes Muslims by burning the Quran and things. And so, but I don't believe doing all that means you should be stabbed and everything. So these people are nuts. But, bless that this man's heart, this black man here who really was like an angel over this guy. Because even if this guy is a shithead, he doesn't deserve to be beaten to death or killed by a mob of crazy Minneapolis leftist nut jobs. Pretty crazy. Pretty sick that people would think that that's okay. Pretty wild, man. This is Shame on News, and obviously we can't handle the news. Support me down below in the description box or by going to this QR code here. Thanks, and let me know your thoughts on this whole situation.